I love Halloween. Do you? I love pumpkin spice grits, witch finger biscuits, and voodoo pudding. Because Halloween's like soul food to my soul. So just before Halloween, a shadow kept standing outside of my living room window. It cocked to one side, and whenever I opened the front door, I saw nothing but lit candles and pumpkins on the neighbor's doorstep. But the funny thing is, I haven't seen them for a very long time. Anywho, today is different. I shut the door and head back inside, relishing Freddy Butcher people alive. After half an hour went by, I started to not feel like myself. So I get up and try to walk it off around the house. But when I get back to the living room, I see that same shadow with a poisonous pose behind my curtain. I freeze, rub my eyes, and dart towards the front door to open it again. Nothing but the same, except when I look at my neighbor's porch across the road, their pumpkins have been splattered across the floor. It bleeds with a crimson ooze. And when I look at their living room window, I see the shadow standing behind their inside curtain. That freaks me out, man. So I huff as I shut the door. Now I get this strange, fleeting feeling. I don't feel like myself anymore. I feel like something is inside of me. Outside, I hear sounds of excited but troubled kids. Playful but stabbing screams. More knocks on the door. But every time I shut it, I open with frustration. And every time I open, I see no one. Just silence and sweets. Candy, whatever you want to call it. It's on my front porch. My head is spun. Am I alive or am I dead? Am I dreaming or just scared? Is that the boogeyman? Or is that the man in the mask with the enlarged eye holes? 'Cause after all, Halloween does kill, so it's real, right? The irony is that when it's not there, I can feel it always watching. And when I do see it, I feel it mincing around in my stomach. A trilling hum of a sound ensues outside. I dig my ears out. It must be the build-up of wax. I dial her number. Martina. We flirt here and there and kick it now and again. I just need to get my mind off things. Enlighten the Halloween vibe, you know? But there's a funny dialing tone. You know that tone when you're in another country and it bleeps? After 2 rings, it's like she picks it up and quickly slams it down in a rude hump. She did tell me if I ever upset her, she will haunt me on this day. Curious me says, what if? Nah, don't even go there, broski. I hear things rattling in the walls, and someone whispers behind the decorative 80s wallpaper. I put a curious air to the wall. Their voice cuts out like when a phone has a bad signal. Thump, stumps, blood-curdling grunts sound throughout upstairs. Davorian! They shout my name. Martina! I run for it up the stairs without turning on the lights. I'm sure I just ran past a tall figure in the corner of the landing, but I couldn't care less. I'm focused on Martina. I head to my bedroom. I see that the window is halfway open. I edge towards it, look out and down. A pumpkin on the lawn laughs. How? I just ate you for soup last week. I added peppers, garlic, onions, squash, seasoned scallops with wild caught haddock. Man, did that soup taste good. But back to reality. I'm jelly-legged at this sight. It must be a hologram. A prank for the gram.
It's my turn.
Warm sweat dripped down my forehead. I'm not sure whether I'm in purgatory or hell. But what I do know is that I'm about to lock myself inside this house. More sounds to pull the strings in my heart. More sounds to split me in half. Then an eldritch voice yells at me, "Get out!" I scramble for my boots, sprint downstairs, and tear my jacket from the hook. Let me get out of this house for some fresh air. I haven't been out in ages, and the stuffy air is scheming on my mind. Quiet streets, but fluttering sounds of kids trick-or-treating.
Trick or treat.
My nose bleeds. Damn blood. Happens every time I'm spooked. I stand in the middle of the road. Who's that? I see a kid standing in the mist, ready to claw me with his fists. That's not the Elm Street's son, is it? That's not the rumor of the kid who turns people into grits on Halloween, is it? They inch a few steps forward as I fear for my wit, and my familiarity begins to shorten. No way. Morton, where's your mother? This kid should be at home with Martina, instead of meddling in the danger zone, looking dangerous. How dare she let a kid out on the street at this time of night? He scurries towards me, and my flight response conquers my flesh. I run past a few kids in Halloween costumes, ones that could be real monsters. Now that I hit a dead end, I look back, but as Morton's gone, I recognize his scream behind the mist. The same one he uses to tell people to leave him alone. Rustling in the shrubs, I look to the side. I see the shadow being covered by half of the stems. The shimmering eyes look sad, but sinister. And my tummy pains. What was once my favorite day has now become my worst nightmare. Everything blends in with a pained shadow, a stringy crop top, ripped skinny jeans, blackened jewels, and glistening shoes. But what stands out is a rose-cut high rope birthstone. Martina! I'm puzzled as to why she stands there. Is this a costume? Or is she actually dead? I can't tell, but I can hear her voice in my head, although her mouth doesn't move. After some time of filtering out my brain, I come to remember there are unsolved feelings of hurt and open wounds over that pumpkin soup. Our eyes lock, and I begin to stutter. I can. Then I manage to find the nerve to straighten out my words. I cannot be detained in your anger. I didn't intend to make you feel this way. Outrage plays no part in this relationship. Although I did no wrong, the guilt still churns in my belly. I don't blame her though. Family dysfunction comes with its curses. The pumpkin soup was never meant to hurt me, but I want to purge the guilt, or Halloween will kill. Martina!